No, we didn't. We lost at States. During inspection, we were told that our robot was actually exceeding the size limit by only 3 millimeters when everything is fully extended. That means the pin claw is at its most and the beam claw is also at its most extended, like this. That's a really small amount. That's less than the thickness of an axle, and it's only about 0.6% of the total length of the robot. So this was really small. We had measured this back at home and with one of our coaches. So we did not think that the robot would be outside of the size limit. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out exactly what the issue was and how we could fix it. Our understanding of the game manual was that as long as the pin claw and beam claw didn't get to full length during the match, then we would be okay. But at the competition, everything was not very clear. So the referee told us that we might still get disqualified. We brainstormed many ideas, but we came up with the conclusion that we should actually change the code instead of the robot. So we added a piece of code that made it so whenever the beam claw was about to go to full length, then the pin claw would have first went up. Technically, the robot would never be out of size. It took a long time to brainstorm, code, and test. So after we made all of these changes and we showed the head referee, the time was already about 1:30 p.m. Honestly, it was really stressful. Both skills and interview ended at 3 p.m. So we only had about 1 hour and a half to do our driving skills, autonomous skills, interview, and matches. We had to run skills back to back without any practice, so everyone on our team was really stressed. Aside from that, we also didn't have any time to practice our teamwork matches, so we made some mistakes that we usually wouldn't make, like knocking over our own cactus. The hardest part was probably the interview line, because once we got into the interview line, we were told we couldn't go out of the interview line and come back into the same spot in line. So we had to pick between doing our interview or doing a match that we had coming up. We chose to stay in the interview line before it was closed, and because of that, we had to miss one of our teamwork matches. It wasn't because we didn't care or we didn't remember, but it was actually because we didn't have any other choice. We chose to stay for the interview before it closed, so because of that, we had to fail a match. We didn't even make finals, which was really disappointing. Our parents didn't think we could win anything at that point, but we stuck around anyway. Surprisingly, we still won the Build Award, which means a lot to us, so maybe staying in line for the interview was actually the right choice. Yes, definitely. Not because we lost, but because we felt like we couldn't even compete at our normal level. Everyone on the team worked really hard this year, so it was kind of sad to see states end like this. But the good thing is, our season isn't over yet. We're going to the US Open next week, and I'm really excited for that. I hope we can have lots of fun and play at our highest level.